Good morning. It's good to be here today. I've got something to talk to you about, and I think it's really exciting. And that the title of this one is going to be the God who comes and dwells among us. And I want to bring this about. I hope that you enjoy this. I sure do enjoy teaching it. So let's get started without any further ado. The God who dwells with us. Okay, God was going to deliver Israel from Egypt. If you remember back in Exodus, uh, and he called Moses to himself and told Moses what to say to the Israelites. Okay, during that discussion, God told Moses that he was going to reveal himself by a different name, and that name is Yahweh. Okay, when God reveals something about himself, it isn't just about how to say it or how to spell it, it's about experiencing it with him. People give names, or people back then gave names according to the person's character. And that's what God was going to do with Israel. And that's what God all along, believe it or not, had been teaching Israel about his character. And so we come to this, and we actually find this in Exodus chapter 1, excuse me, Exodus chapter 6, verses 1 through 13, which says this. Now listen carefully. But the Lord replied to Moses, now you are going to see what I do to Pharaoh. He will let them go because of my strong hand, and he will drive them out of the land because of my strong hand. Then God spoke to Moses, telling him, I am Yahweh. I appeared to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob as God Almighty, but I did not reveal my name Yahweh to them. So he revealed himself to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob as this God Almighty is glorious and is powerful. But he didn't give them the name of Yahweh. That was something else he was going to teach him. He was teaching him how he's powerful and how that he can take care of everything that they need. And he says that, but they did not know the name of Yahweh. They did not know something that he wants to reveal to them now, and this is the time to do it. Okay, so I also established. He goes on in verse 4. I also established my covenant with them to give them the land of Canaan, the land that they lived in as foreigners. Furthermore, I have heard the groaning of the Israelites, whom the Egyptians are forcing to work as slaves, and I have remembered my covenant that he made with them. Okay? He remembered his covenant. Therefore, tell the Israelites, I am Yahweh, and I will deliver you from the forced labor of the Egyptians and free you from the slavery to them. I will redeem you with an outstretched arm and great acts of judgment. I will take you as my people. Now, here we go. I will take you as my people, and I will be your God. You will know that I am Yahweh, your God, who delivered you from the forced labor of the Egyptians. And I will bring you to the land that I swore to give to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and I will give it to you as a possession. I am Yahweh. Moses told this to the Israelites, but they did not listen to him because of their broken spirit and hard labor. Okay. Then the Lord spoke to Moses. Go and tell Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to let the Israelites go from his land. But Moses said in the Lord's presence, if the Israelites will not listen to me, then how will Pharaoh listen to me, since I am such a poor speaker? Then the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron and gave them commands concerning both the Israelites and Pharaoh, king of Egypt, coming up, bring the Israelites out of the land of Egypt. Up till this time, God's people knew him as a glorious, powerful God. Okay, but now he wants them to know him as a personal God, and he wants to dwell with them. Look at the different scriptures, and I'm going to go over here some of them. Look at the different scriptures that states that this fact. In Exodus chapter 29, verse 45, it says, I will dwell among the sons of Israel and will be their God. Exodus 29:46. They shall know that I am the Lord, that their God, who brought them out of the land of Egypt, that I might dwell with them. I am the Lord, their God. Leviticus chapter 26, verse 11. Moreover, I will make my dwelling among you, and my soul will not reject you. Numbers chapter 35, verse 34. You shall not defile the land in which you live, in the midst of which I dwell. For I, the Lord, am dwelling in the midst of the sons of Israel. 1 Kings chapter 6, verse 13. I will dwell among the sons of Israel and not forsake my people Israel. Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 27. My dwelling place will be with them, and I will be their God, and they will be my people. Ezekiel chapter 43, verse 7. He said to me, Son of man, this is the place of my throne and the place of the soles of my feet, where I will dwell among the sons of Israel forever. And the house of Israel will not again defile my holy name, neither they nor their kings, by their harlotry and by the corpses of their kings, which they die. Revelation chapter 21, verse 3. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, Behold, the tabernacle of God is among men, and he will dwell among them, and they shall be the people, and God himself will be among them. Look at John chapter 1, verse 14. And the word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we saw his glory, the glory of the one and only begotten from the Father, full of grace and truth. Zechariah chapter 2, verse 11. Many nations will join themselves to the Lord in that day and will become my people. Then I will dwell in their midst, and you will know that I, the Lord of hosts, has sent me to you. Now listen to what he's saying here, because we find out in other passages, such as Ephesians chapter 1 and 2, about how that he raised us from the dead along with Jesus. And that when he seated Jesus at the right hand of God, we are now in the heavenlies with him. And he dwells in us. It's got even more intimate than him being just in a holy place, so, to where they can actually hear his name and see him as a cloud and a pillar of fire. Now he's in our lives. Now we're the holy place where he dwells. Now you can't get any more intimate than that. Okay? The only thing is you can get to know him better. And that's the big deal, is getting to know him better than we do right now. And making ourselves available to him, learning his voice, all through experience. What an amazing, amazing passage. I hope that you're blessed. I hope that you'll go back over these notes. The notes are posted here, and go back over them and look through them and see just exactly what all he's doing in your life, the purpose that he's bringing about in your life. You have a great day and be blessed.